The famous sun god temple situated in Arasavilli village is one of the ancient and very few sun god temples in our country. The Sthal Purana of this temple narrates that Lord Devendra had founded this temple and installed the existing idol of the sun god, commonly known as Lord Suryanarayana Swamy Varu. The inscriptions in the temple show that lands were donated for the perpetual lighting of lamps in the temple and for running a school and a hostel for the pupils learning sastras. These donations are stated to have been made by the successors of the Kalinga king Devendra Varma prior to 11th century after Christ. The temple is built in such a way that the sun rays appear on the feet of the god twice in a year in the months of February and June in the early hours of the day. The rays are focused on the feet of the idol, though the 5 entrance gates of the temple remain closed for a few minutes. The 5 idols installed in one place in the temple, namely 1. Aditya, 2. Ambika, 3. Vishnu, 4. Ganesha, and 5. Maheshwara, represent all the faiths. The sun god is depicted as riding over a chariot drawn by 7 horses driven by Anuruthe Ratha Sarathi. All these figures are exquisitely carved out of a single black granite stone. The archaeological experts say that the stone inscriptions available in the temple show that the ruler of Kalinga kingdom, Devendra Varma, must have built this temple and installed the image of sun god in it in the latter half of the 7th century. The translation of the stone inscriptions reveal that the donations of some lands were made to the temple dedicated to the worship of Lord Surya, sun god, are rare in our country. Surya worship is not peculiar to the Hindus alone but is common among the Buddhists, who depict Marichi as an emanation of Dhyan Buddha Vairochana at the advent of early morning. Marichi is depicted as a standing deity with 3 faces symbolizing of morning, noon and the evening, on a chariot drawn by 7 boars and driven by a goddess without legs, which is very similar to the sun god of Hindus, who rides on a chariot drawn by 7 horses. The worship is as old as the Vedas, and the most sacred Vedic verse, Gayatri, is also addressed to the sun god. In the Bhavishya Purana it is stated that Lord Surya began to burn Asuras with his heat, who thereupon attacked him. The other gods felt that they should help Lord Surya, and with this object they placed Skanda on the left of Surya and Agni on the right. Lord Skanda is the punisher of all the wicked in the universe, and hence he is called Dandanayaka. Agni, being reddish-yellow in color, is called Pingala. The same Purana states that the Aswini deities should be made to stand one on each side of Surya. In the temple of Surya, Soma, moon, and other grahas, planets, should be established. The existence of sun temples or Aditya grahas is known from very early days. As early as 400 BC, Ctesias mentions a place about 6 days' journey from Mount Abu, where people worshipped the sun and the moon. There are also some ancient temples in India dedicated to Lord Sun, like the Marthand temple of Kashmir of the 9th century AD, Modesh temple of Gujarat of 1026 AD, and the renowned Konark temple of Opisa of 1026 AD. However, in Andhra, though setting up of images of Lord Surya is often mentioned along with other Navagrahas, still a temple dedicated wholly to the worship of Lord Surya is very rare. The Salankayanas of Vengi, who ruled in Andhra from the 4th century AD, styled themselves as Chitrartha Swami Padnudhyataha, and possibly they were sun worshippers. Sun worship has been prescribed from ancient days as a means of attaining worldly prosperity. Agastya Maharshi is said to have taught the Aditya Hridaya, or prayer to Lord Sun, to Rama on the eve of Lord Rama's fight with Ravana. In the Bhavishya Purana, it is stated that Samba, son of Shri Krishna, was cured of his leprosy by his constant worship of the sun god. Mayura, who lived in the court of Harshavardhana, in the 7th century A.D., composed Surya Satka or 100 verses in praise of Lord Sun in order to cure himself of blindness, while in Malati Madhvam, Bhavbhuti, the great Sanskrit poet, made the Sutradhara invoke the rising sun for the purification of sins. All the Puranas speak of the Lord Sun as an embodiment of the three lords Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. In the Rig Veda, the sun god is spoken of as Lord Brahma till midday, Lord Shiva in the afternoon and Lord Vishnu in the evening. Anuru, popularly known as Aruna, the charioteer of the Lord, is the elder brother of Garuda, the son of six Nata and Kashyapa. He lost the lower half of his body and became the charioteer of Lord Vishnu. There are many legends about the three consorts of the Lord Surya. The first queen of the Lord Surya is described in the Rig Veda as Usha. She is spoken of as a fair and beautiful daughter of the Queen Night, and is dressed in a gold cloth decorated with a number of stars. The next queen of Lord Surya is Padmini or the lotus, and hence it is that the lotus blooms when the Lord Surya rises in the east. The third queen is Chaya, the daughter of Maya. There are many legends in the Puranas about her. The Kalyanotsavam at Suryanarayana temple is for 6 days from Chaitra Suddha Ekadashi to Bahula Padyami, March to April, during which period Kalyanam on Ekadashi and Kar festival on Triyodasi are the important rituals. Krishna Navaratrulu for 9 days from Shravana Bahula Ashtami, July to August, Shirabdhyunsavam or Thepa Tirunal or the floating festival of the Lord in Surya Pushkarini on Kartika. Suddha Dvadshi, October to November, Surya Jayanti or Rath Saptami on Magha Suddha Saptami, January. February, Kama Dahanam on Falguna Suddha Chaturdasi, February to March, and Dolotsavam on Purnima are the other festivals at the temple. Sundays during the 5 months from Magham are considered sacred and pilgrims in thousands congregate during Sundays to offer the hair of their children and to perform marriages in the temple as well as in the chultry attached to the temple. Kalyanotsavam is an ancient festival was discontinued for a long time and revived over 100 years back. At present, this and Dolotsavam are of all India fame. To Brahman families, the Baskarpatla family and the Ippili family are the patrons and hereditary trustees. This temple is being managed by an executive officer appointed by the Hindu Religious and Charitable Endowments Administration Department with the guidance of hereditary trustee and 3 honorary visitors. The congregation during the 2 festivals will be nearly 1 lakh from the neighboring districts of Andhra and Odisha and the other states of India. There is a chultry with 12 rooms. Both the chultry and the temple are electrified. In addition to the Surya Pushkarini, there is a well and 2 water taps. Some temporary shops and hotels during Kalyanotsavam and Dolotsavam serve the needs of the devotees, besides the regular shops and boarding homes at Srikakulam nearby. Thank you folks for watching. Please subscribe my channel History and Geography by Rao Naidu.